Hi, welcome to clickmyproject.com. Your requested title is Multi-Local Search and Adaptive Niching based Memetic algorithm with the consensus criterion for data clustering. It's one abstract. Clustering is deemed one of the most difficult and challenging problems in machine learning. In this paper, we propose a multi-local search and adaptive niching based genetic algorithm with a consensus criterion for automatic data clustering. The proposed algorithm employs three local searches of different features in a sophisticated manner to efficiently exploit the decision space. Furthermore, we develop an adaptive niching method which can dynamically adjust its parameter value depending on the problem instance as well as the search progress and incorporate it into the proposed algorithm. The adaptation strategy is based on a newly devised population diversity index, which can be used to promote both genetic diversity and fitness. Consequently, diverse features of high fitness can be formed and maintained in the population, making the approach well suited to effective exploration of the complex decision space of clustering problems. The resulting algorithm has been used to optimize the consensus clustering criterion, which is suggested with the purpose of achieving a reliable solution. To evaluate the proposed algorithm, we have conducted a series of experiments on both synthetic and real data and compared it with other reported methods. The results show that our proposed algorithm can achieve superior performance, outperforming related methods. Next flow of the project, and let's start the process with dataset, and we are importing the three types of datasets such as iris dataset, Voyant dataset, and breast cancer dataset, and we are importing these datasets into a database. So, and records of these datasets inserted into a database. And next, after importing the datasets, we are applying the clustering into a inserted records, and we are forming the clustering based on the dataset records, and we are getting the clustering result as clustered records. And next we are having the adaptive niching method, and we are applying the adaptive niching method into a clustered records. We have two algorithms in adaptive niching method, and first one is genetic algorithm and another one is memetic algorithm. In genetic algorithm, we are just assigning the population, and further we are initializing the population, and based on this population value we are getting the mutation and crossover value, and we are calculating the crossover value, and we are initializing the randomized value and exponent value for getting the chromosome value, and finally we are getting the generation result based on population, mutation, crossover, and randomized value, chromosome, and exponent value. And based on these values, we are getting the generation result. And another one algorithm is memetic algorithm. In memetic algorithm, we are just initializing the population value at runtime, and based on this population value, we are calculating the crossover and fitness function, fitness value. And fitness value is calculated based on fitness function from the population, and based on this population fitness and crossover value, we are getting the offspring value, and further we are initializing the parent values, parent 1 and parent 2 and parent 3. These based on these parent values, we are getting the offspring and final result. Based on these genetic and memetic algorithm, we are evaluating the project, and evaluation based on performance of these algorithm implemented into the dataset, and evaluation is done based on specificity measure and sensitivity measure and F measure. We are getting the and measuring these sensitivity, specificity, and F into the inserted records. Next execution of project. Start execution. First we have to load the dataset and we have to view the dataset here. So we are loading the multi-local datasets, that is iris dataset, and this is the content of the iris dataset, and breast cancer dataset, and this is the content of breast cancer dataset, and final one is wine dataset. This is the dataset records, and next we are importing the dataset into a database. For that, first we are loading the iris dataset. Dataset path will be displayed here, and the extract button used to import the dataset into a database. So these are the records inserted into a database. This is the iris dataset, and this is the wine dataset, and then this one is breast cancer dataset. And next, clustering. Here we are applying the clustering into an inserted record. First we have to select the number of clusters to form the cluster, and I'm just drawing the cluster here, and let's start the process of cluster and run the cluster. So now cluster is executed and started, and next one is we are getting the clustered result here. For that, how to load the dataset here. First we are loading the 3 datasets. And applying the data clustering here. Clustering applied, and viewing the clustered datasets here. And next one is genetic algorithm. In genetic algorithm, we are already initializing the population value. Based on population value, we are getting the mutation and crossover and randomized rate and chromosome value. First, we are viewing the dataset here, and based on the inserted records, we are getting the population values such as mutation and crossover and randomized rate, and finally we are getting the genetic result such as chromosome value based on these mutation, crossover and randomized rate, and exponent value we are initializing the exponent value based on our chromosome value. Finally we are getting the generation result, that is for we are getting the 21 generation, and this one is the result of genetic algorithm. And next one is memetic algorithm. In memetic algorithm, we are applying the memetic algorithm with multi-local search and adaptive method automatic data clustering algorithm here. For that, first we have to initialize the population here. So I am initializing the population. The population value will be initialized randomly at runtime. And next one is we are calculating the fitness value and calculating the crossover value from the population. So I am calculating the crossover value and fitness value. And fitness value calculated based on fitness function. And here we have to enter the initialize the parent values here. And after crossover value, we are selecting the parent values, and based on the parent values, we are applying the adaptive local search, and we are getting the parent pairs from these parent values, and finally we are calculating the offspring value with the fitness value and parent values. So we are applying the mutation to get the parents and offspring value, and this is the memetic result. And finally we are evaluating the performance of both memetic and genetic algorithm based on 3 measures. And first one is sensitivity measure and specificity measure and F measure. Here we are evaluating the sensitivity measure based on genetic and memetic values. These are the genetic algorithms applied and with previous methods, and these are the values get from the memetic algorithm. And next one is specificity evaluation. In specificity evaluation, we are getting the memetic and genetic algorithm based on specificity, and this algorithm is done based on memetic and genetic adaptive methods. And finally, we are evaluating the measuring the F measure based on genetic and memetic algorithm. This is the result get based on algorithms. Thank you.